Hello book lovers, welcome to Uncommon Reader. This is Daniela in my kitchen today, an unusual place to shoot videos. I'm usually surrounded by books, but I was here, I had a few minutes, and it's so quiet today and quite unusual as well because upstairs they're doing some renovations and it's quite noisy during the day. So I just took advantage of this moment and I'm finally responding to this tag that's been out for a while now. The tag is Howzat, an original booktube tag created by Gavin, Genre Books 23. And I was tagged by Pat, a book chat with Pat. And Gavin says that this tag is all based vaguely around the best sporting contest in the world, the Ashes, which is a cricket game. So I actually love watching cricket. I know they're really long matches, but I do enjoy it and I can't wait for that 6-point hit. Well, let's see what the prompts are. And all these prompts are referring to the game of cricket, of course. Opening batsman, a writer who builds a solid opening of a book or just a great first line. Okay, I just have bad memory. I know there are many that right now I can't think of, but I will base my answer on a book that I am currently reading, which really took me by surprise with the opening paragraph, which is On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Wong. And I mean, this book is poetic throughout. I already mentioned in my little February TBR video that I did a few days ago. And I'm just taken by his writing, really excellent. Prompt number 2, opening partner, a writer who you've built a relationship with over time. So I have a few, but for this question, I'm going to name Emmanuel Carrère. He's a French writer, documentarist, intellectual. He writes a lot about social and political events with a great sensitive eye. And I started collecting all these books. Prompt number 3, first change. Imagine you have finished a book you did not enjoy or abandoned. Who's the dependable author you will turn to, who won't let you down? My Jackie, of course, Jack London. I adore him and I haven't actually read any of his books for the past year, and I'm really glad that I'll be reading him soon with a buddy read, but I'm not gonna say yet. It's a surprise. Prompt number 4, middle order. What are the last 3 books you've read that were you to mark them out of 5 would get a definite 3? So based on my Goodreads list, the 3 books that got my latest 3 stars were The Inhabited Woman by Gioconda Belli, and I did a short video review on that. Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, that actually also started a little conversation about violence in children's book. I did a video on that. And then Circle of Days, the latest Ken Follett, which I will speak about on the channel pretty soon because I haven't done any comments on that yet. 5th prompt is Wicked Keeper. Tell us about a strong or eccentric character. I thought about Lisbeth Salander. Do you remember the Millennium trilogy of Stieg Larsson, starting with the girl with the dragon tattoo? That was such a good story, great thriller. And Lisbeth, I believe she was kind of like an analyst, a computer analyst, but she was investigating these crimes, and she was very withdrawn from society, a lone wolf, and quite strong. Yeah, she was such a character. I loved her strength and her personality, even if she was kind of like, not really social. She wasn't the social bee for sure, but definitely a great literary character. Prompt number 6, all-rounder, a writer who you think is excellent in multiple genres. I don't think I'll be the only one thinking that Italo Calvino, one of my favorite Italian writers, is very versatile. He writes a fantasy, he can write essays, he can write historical books, comics. So he is, I believe, the most versatile writer of all times. I don't know, but he's definitely really talented. Prompt number 7, spinner, a writer who completely bamboozled and deceived you with a plot twist. So again, memory bad. So I'm going to rely on one of my recent reads that I really appreciated, which is What Can We Know of Ian McEwan. I will do another short review video soon. I was really taken away with his writing, but also with the way he built the story. Not an easy one to build, but we'll talk about it. Prompt number 8, fast bowler. Tell us about a writer where you rate their short stories above their novels. Okay, me and short stories don't get along, so there is no way I'm gonna ever find an author that I will appreciate short stories more than a lengthy book. Sorry, I cannot answer this one. So moving on, question number 9, chin music, a book with a brutal or visceral scene that left scars. So the first book I thought about for this answer was American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, and I read that when I was a bit younger, so it was like a bit shocking. Certain scenes, nightmares, dreams, or whatever they were, quite disturbing. But then I'm thinking of books that I'm reading nowadays, which are more like testimonial literature about wars and brutal murders within war situations. Books like Morning in Jennings by Susan Abdullawa. Those are very strong, but I feel like I don't want to turn my eyes. I think it's important to know what happens in war scenarios. Never forget certain things. And the last question is the 12th man refreshment. Suggest a palate cleanser of a book. Of course, it can only be The Uncommon Reader by Alan Bennett. It's the book that inspired my channel name. It's a very short story with a Queen Elizabeth in the role of an avid reader. And I guess that we, lover of books, can't but love Elizabeth in this unusual role. But I adore her no matter what. And that's the wrap. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good time. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. And I appreciate so much Pat for tagging me, and Gavin, thank you for creating such a fun tag. I'll see you soon here on Camera Reader. Take care for now. Happy reading. Ciao.